Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ScratchRunning Podcast, the official podcast of competitive browser gaming, where our motto is New Year, New Year. As always, I'm your host, Kieran, and with me on the mic are Apfellord from Monster World,
Yep.
Hybro101 from the ScratchRunning Podcast,
Hello.
Fuzzy from the YouTube channel Fuzzy,
Hello.
and Asher Head Smasher, the man himself.
Hello.
Let's go.
He's here.
I'm here.
I so thought you were gonna go with New Year, New Ye,
New Year, New Year.
but I don't know. Yeah.
New Year, New Year, New Year.
Year, New Year.
Still here, still here.
We're back. Basically, not only we are back, but okay, two people are back that haven't been here for a while. Pybro.
Who could those be?
I wonder.
Pybro and Fuzzy. And if that wasn't enough, like last time the last episode only had Kieran and me, but now we have
It was just me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We couldn't get claps.
This is a return to form.
That went from 2 to 5. That's great.
Real quick.
That's a
Real quick.
Real escalation of numbers.
And the craziest thing of all, we finally have a new guest again, and it's none other than
It's been so long.
Asher.
It's me.
And Smasher. Darknubs.
Hello.
You may know him because he made a game or two,
I made
He's made a few games in his
more
time.
than one.
and you got pretty far in the SRCast Game Jam.
Oh yeah.
Or the SR
Yeah,
Game Jam. I'm sorry.
yeah.
It has nothing
Dr.
to.
Clabs was a pretty fun game.
Yep.
How in the current year did you manage to come up with a new puzzle game?
It was so hard to code.
Oh, really?
The blocks. They
Like I
had to make the collision separate from the blocks, and they were always
yeah.
one frame behind. So
I mean, it was so difficult to code that you didn't even finish coding it, but still somehow won an award with it.
I made a demo.
know.
I made a demo. It's a proof of concept, basically.
Asher, aka Darknubs, can you tell people out there just to start out what the heck your Scratch account is and what you do on this website to anybody who doesn't know you for some reason yet?
somehow.
Well, I make Asher Head Smasher games. Right now, I'm working on the second one. I released part 1, oh wow, it's been a year already. Oh man.
Yeah, and it's been a year since we played it. Our playthrough started a year and 4 days ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta hurry up and finish part 2.
I mean, I'm certainly looking forward to it. And for anybody else who may have been may be a new listener, Pybro,
Yeah.
right here, a guy who has been on our podcast
A few times.
a few times, but,
Here and there.
just sprinkled
On
in
and
here
off.
and there.
Yeah.
Not as much as me, but still more than who's only been on the
Dapsa.
podcast once.
That's so.
Yeah.
And kind of
Both Super Fighter Tournament modders.
kind of same with
Yeah.
Fuzzy. You may share the same amount of times you've been on the SRcast with Pybro.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuzzy.
Possibly. It was either once or twice. I definitely recall once.
Yep. There was the one or there were a few with Teen. Anyways,
There was the
I'm
episode
glad you guys
that
are here.
liked.
We have a few things to talk about, seeing how it's the new year and stuff like that. New season. We have just finished a cool SRCast animated contest that people.
Good games to everyone that animated.
Yep. It was nice, and
Yeah.
you're gonna get your results soon, but that's not what we're gonna talk about here.
At some point.
Yeah.
They may be out before this project comes out, but they might not.
Oh, that's gonna be
So
interesting.
you never really know with this. Especially me.
It's gonna be a close one. And other than that, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
been the holidays. I hope everybody has had a nice time. And have you guys done anything cool for the holidays, or even gotten anything cool? I don't know if we're still in the age where we get cool presents, but
On New Year's Day, we went ice skating. Me and my parents went up to a.
Nice.
It was outside of a shopping mall. They just set up a winter
oh,
fair thing, and one of the attractions was an ice rink
that is kind of cool.
where you could you hire some blades and you just get to skate counterclockwise for half an hour.
The way you say that makes it sound
yeah.
very boring, but it's actually fun.
I'm so good at underselling or overrating things. But no, it was actually really fun. I would do it again.
Have you ever ice skated before?
Like once, and it was a few years ago, but I picked it up again really quickly.
Has anyone else ever gone ice skating?
No.
Is that a thing where you live?
It's not cold enough.
Like elementary school, I have.
Yeah, I've gone
not
roller
cold
skating
enough.
before. Not
Roller
ice skating.
roller skating is ice skating's cousin.
Kind
Yeah, pretty much. So I mean, more or
Yeah.
less, I've gone ice skating, just not on ice.
Okay.
You skate the same way, but with one of them you won't cut yourself on the blade. Like someone,
I guess.
like one time, I think I heard my mom say that someone once cut their hand on an ice blade. Which, how do you even do that?
I believe your hand is
By
in proximity.
being really unlucky.
Really,
Maybe they
really
were doing a
careless.
cool trick in midair, and they were like
Yeah.
catching their
Backflip.
foot with their
It could
left
happen.
hand or something.
Yeah. And then they.
It could happen.
I mean, they can be like, especially those of like the. What is it? In the Olympics, they have like the dance.
Figure skating?
I think they call it ice skating.
They just call it ice skating?
I mean,
I'm pretty sure that's what it
because
is.
you're
Incredible.
on the skates.
I mean, okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah. And those I think are really sharp. But I have a friend who used to be an ice hockey player.
Dude, ice hockey.
And I think to me it's just super interesting to see how like when somebody knows how to ice skate really well, it
Yeah.
just kind of
What a
looks
cool
magical.
sport.
I love it. We have an ice skating arena. How would you call that?
Yeah.
Close by. So I've been ice skating a few times
Mm-hmm.
in my life, and it's always been fun. And you like get a hot dog
It's
afterwards.
cool.
It's great.
You always get a hot dog either during or before
Yeah.
the hockey game.
And then they have the parts where they like have to freeze the whole thing
Yeah.
over again, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
yeah, it's great. It's a fun.
What a
time.
good
know,
sport.
Actually, the apartment that I live in has like a little ice skating ring temporarily for the winter.
Nice.
Although, like, I'm running out of time to try it out. Like,
Do it.
I don't have my own ice skates. I definitely have to for sure, but I definitely have not put the time
Yeah.
into getting any ice skates because they don't supply them there.
Oh, what a crazy thing that humans have invented.
So you have to buy your own skates?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit absurd of all things to have in like near an apartment, an ice skating ring.
If
But
it's only a temporary setup, then you might as well also
rent out.
hire the boots.
Oh yeah.
maybe.
What I want to know is who temporarily sets up an ice skating rink. That seems like something that would be permanent.
Outside of an apartment block?
I'm not
Like,
gonna
that's-
dox myself, but the place that I live.
I know they did the ice rink in my city. They do it every year, but it's only for the winter. I think it's part of the Christmas markets.
And that does make a lot of sense. I think in the Christmas market here, they don't set up an ice skating thing, but they set up a curling ring. And I haven't been to that ever, so maybe I should do that at some point. Because curling
It's just fun.
kind of sounds fun. Curling, I enjoy that, or the idea of that sounds great.
I've just had a sudden burst of inspiration to just do more activities.
Oh, that sounds good.
But because I never get the chance to go outside, I've just been playing VR. I've been playing Beat Saber instead of browser games.
You know what? I'm making the executive decision. We're all gonna stop the podcast and play basketball in our driveways.
There we go.
I don't have
All
a
right.
driveway. It's just grass.
Everybody, it's been nice.
Yeah, I don't have a driveway either.
I don't have a driveway or a basketball or a hoop.
It doesn't matter
So what
we
am I
have,
gonna do?
And it doesn't matter that we can't even like play together. It's just gonna all go outside and be alone with our basketball.
That's it. That's it. Slapshot me down after show again.
Yo!
I'm kidding.
I mean, okay, maybe I don't know. Now that would really fit with
We have
this many
now we have
people.
5 of us.
Oh, 5 isn't great either.
Mm.
Have you guys ever
Yeah.
seen Slapshot, the game?
It's ice hockey on the PC.
Yeah, it's kind of like if
Oh, okay.
there was a Rocket League ice hockey game, but not
Instead of
with cars.
Oh,
Not
Bummer.
cars. Cars on an ice rink would probably not work well. Although now I want to see that. Wait, Rocket League does have an ice hockey mode. I think about it.
Does it really?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I just
Checkmate.
don't have Rocket League.
Mamma mia.
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
I
know.
feel like
never
you're gonna
played
spend most of the
Rocket League.
time going in the wrong direction.
Mamma mia, that's a checkmate.
I love Rocket League, but I haven't played it in a while. Has anybody else done anything cool for Christmas or New Year's? New Year's even.
Oh, New Year.
Is that like a thing that people even?
I don't think
Uh,
New Year's Eve isn't as real as Christmas. You just
you just watch
Oh,
the
real?
time go, and you're like,
Yeah.
yippee!
whoa!
then it's
I
over and you're-
watched the time go from upstairs. I actually made a kind of funny New Year's message. Like, it's 23:59. Why are there fireworks? I
Yeah.
was celebrating prematurely.
People kind of been doing that for like 2 weeks before New Year's here. So
It's fireworks season.
yeah.
You know, I finally took the time to watch the ball drop. I don't know if you guys know about that, but like in
Oh,
the
in New
city,
York,
yeah.
in a bunch of cities, like there's a bunch of balls that balls that drop.
What? I thought there was just one big one.
Anyway,
Huh? Huh?
So they explain.
I always thought it was the stupidest tradition to just watch this object lower to the ground.
It's
And you
bold.
could just
Where did it
watch.
come from?
You could just watch anything.
So-
you just have a clock.
It's very anticlimactic. Like, despite all the flashing lights and like mini fireworks or whatever that they put on, it's so anticlimactic. Like,
Oh,
you're waiting
no.
for hours on end to watch this ball just reach the ground, and then just like lights flash, and like there's crowds of tens of thousands of people just nearby. Can't even see it from the distance.
Oh, goodness.
But I guess it's the thing people do.
Okay, so
We don't have the New Year's ball drop here, but we do have tweets that say, "At this time, start this video at this time," and on New Year's,
Ah.
you'll hit,
Oh yeah.
something. Start your year right.
Yeah.
I didn't do one of those this year.
I
Me
used
neither.
to I used to play Super Mario World and always try to beat it right as it hit the right as it
Good.
changed into the new year. So
Oh, that's
so I would be
crazy.
the first one to beat Super Mario World.
So the fireworks. I mean, the fireworks at the end of the Bowser World fight.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's another
Yeah.
sound then, right?
That's your New Year's fireworks.
That's like doot, doot, doot. I forgot what it
That's
is.
the goal.
Oh man, they're all great. Either way. Fuzzy, for 1 second. Let me
Yes.
get this straight. I have never heard of the New York ball drop. So
You've never heard of the ball drop?
I have not
I've
heard of it.
but only because I'm so exposed to USA things
Ah, yes.
as an English speaker on the internet.
I would say the same, but I have never heard of it. I also live in Germany, so that's that. So you go outside in New York, and there is a place where they like. From where does the ball go? The balls, are there more than one?
You know, I would never actually attend it in person. It's a thing that's streamed like on every news
Why
program.
don't I
yeah.
just Google
So yeah, you can. You definitely
Here
can
in
do
the
that.
here in the UK, they have a fireworks show in London, and the British Broadcasting Corporation streams it.
You mean
at midnight.
BBC?
Yes.
You can tell I'm on the SRCast a lot because what I was
Welcome to the
thinking.
ScratchRunning Podcast.
What I was thinking of was more like they had like a net of exercise balls or something. Like
Oh.
That would be
over
so
the
much
city.
better.
Exercise ball, everyone. Dude, getting away with it too.
And then at the time of New Year's, they just let that like net loose, and all
They
those
let them
exercise
drop.
balls fall over the entire city. It would
It's
be
like it just-
Let them
perfect.
drop.
It just becomes
That
a
would be
big ball pit.
Yes.
That would be so awesome.
Hugged.
I hope not that that wouldn't be harmful to people, but like it's literally like what it is in the end, and I'm probably like telling this to a lot of people who already know what the New York ball drop is, but it's just a big pole on which like a spherical object, but it's big.
Yeah.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's a big ball. It's a huge ball.
It's like a construction of sorts. And
Think
they-
of a medicine ball.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not.
So it's about basketball
And
size.
that just kind of lowers it. Does it like fall fast? Does it?
No, it's
No,
like I
it-
think. Does it last a minute? I don't know.
It
So
lowers
lame.
throughout the day, I think, or at least like the
does
last
it?
like hour or something, or like
That's
the last 10
incredibly
seconds
lame.
or something like that.
Whose idea was it? Who came up with this?
If you get a bird's eye view of the streets, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, there's also a TV show called Jules Verne's Hootenanny that counts down to the end of the year, which some people watch instead of the fireworks live stream.
I see. There's also Dinner for One that, for some reason, I mean, I guess people... You guys...
Is that a German thing?
Wait, are you kidding me? Is that just a German thing?
Maybe.
Dinner for One, the little short film that nobody has ever heard of that?
No.
No.
What the heck? Is that may just be a German thing?
Maybe
then.
maybe I'm just not a film guy because that is an English title.
But it is English.
gonna be
It is from England. Wait,
It's gonna be a YouTube video with like 3,000 views, and you expect us all to know?
no! It's like, well, what the heck? Okay, hold up. Let me get an English Wikipedia article for this. Dinner for One, also known as the 90th birthday, is... Why did they say it in German afterwards? Anyways, is a two-handed... is a two-handed... is a two-handed broadsword... No, I'm sorry. Is a two-hander comedy sketch written by British author Laurie Wiley for the theater. After featuring on the stage, the German TV There we go. The German TV broadcaster NDR recorded the sketch in blah, 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 blah as an 18-minute black and white video tape recording performed by British comedians, blah, 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 blah.
So it's British, German... I don't watch theatre. I never would have.
Here we go. It has become traditional viewing on New Year's Eve in European countries such as Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Estonia. I'm really sorry that I had...
Let's go Estonia!
that I thought you guys knew about this.
Shout out to Estonia.
Thing. It's really terrible, too.
Yeah.
It's old and bad.
So we have Christmas movies. You have a New Year's movie.
I mean, we also have Christmas movies, but I mean, that's as far as we get. Anyways, moving on.
Anyways.
Oh. Did anything come out over the holidays that was
over
noteworthy?
the holiday season? Comet Adventures 3, I think, got a new chapter. If you want to go and read that, I'm probably just gonna skip it. I've fallen so out of touch with Candle World.
Me too, honestly.
Yeah, if you are in the Candle World community, I'm not sorry. It will happen again. You will see me in 6 months, or more, or less.
Or less.
I know what came out. Supped. Scratch Ultimate Paradox or whatever it's called.
Right.
That's a video game. Yeah. What else? Yaslo! Our boy Maz Mythic did a thing. One of our Scratch runners.
Yes, he did.
Maz Mythic 2.
Oh, yes.
Released a whole video editor.
It's kind of crazy.
In Scratch. Called Scratch Cut Pro.
I cannot believe this only has 226 views at the time of this recording. I want everybody after this SRCast to go into the mentioned projects or into the notes and credits and check this one out. It's like an animation, a video editor. How would you call that?
Yeah.
Like an animation editing program.
I think the term is a linear video editing program
inside of Scratch that everybody can use and pretty easily too. It's kind of great. And again, it has I think we all have seen it. At least I've done my best to show it to you guys beforehand.
Yes.
There's a lot of fun stuff that can probably be done with this, and
if someone makes an animation with the help of Scratch Cut Pro, then I will believe them that it is a program that people can use.
Yes. And also send us the code and whatnot, so we can.
Yeah, you might have to remix the project.
I mean, I think you can download a code.
Well, you gotta get the assets in there.
Yeah. That's true. Very true. Either way.
So, you can still use Scratch Paint to draw your sprites, but you can use Scratch Cut to arrange them.
Or if we go by this comment by Connor Hayes, so confusing that it has to be genius, but do add a tutorial. I'm very confused.
I forgot how humorous Scratch comments can be sometimes.
Yeah.
These
Some people
scratch
use-
comments are so fun.
They're some of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Maybe some of the best things Scratch has to offer.
Oh, they're insane.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I saw one like 3 to 4 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I have yet to find a better one. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It is the best comment I've ever seen. No, it's 2 comments.
Two.
Two of them.
Two.
It's a comment and a reply. I found it.
Nice.
I found it. I found it.
Nice.
All right.
Oh, let's see it.
Okay. So this comment came, or
Who's gonna try reading
okay,
All right.
Karen, you do.
Wait, do we
your
want to
voice.
do like 2 parts? Like someone reads the first one, someone
Yes.
reads the second one.
Yes. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna give this a go. I'm gonna try.
Fuzzy, do you want to do Watermelon Johnson 22?
I could definitely try.
All right. Let's see it. Fort Ninja, go play with me. Ninja Fort, Epic Game Gamer, Ninja Fortnite, Free Battle Pass, Play Me Ninja, go play Battle Royal Vicroy.
No, you mean cheeks, smacker, you lips.
You lips!
And like, just the pro. It's Steve for the first one, and one of the Licky Cats for the second.
Licky Cat is an icon of a generation. That generation being Scratch 2.
So the first comment was by Steve_minor1.
Steve_minor1.
And the second comment was by Watermelon Johnson 22.
You lips!
With nothing in between. This is just Scratch at its best. I have found a really good.
I still think my favorite Scratch comment of all time is where is it? No offense, really. I'm not trying to be mean. Really, I'm not. Please don't take this the wrong way. But if that's you, well, then you're kind of ugly.
What?
You know where else has decent comments?
Oh,
The ScratchRunning Podcast Q&A
you
box.
did it again.
I cannot be
Incredible.
stopped.
RKO out of nowhere.
Nothing has changed.
Karen, what comments do people
yeah.
have for us today?
So I took 2 from our good submitter, Revilo45.
Nice.
The first one is, what is one weird thing you think will happen in 2023?
That's a good question.
Hard
Kind
one.
of a big question.
It's a big question, but it's also a funny one. What if, like, they just announced a new Smash Bros. Game for the Nintendo
That'd be
3DS
crazy.
again?
That would be pretty
weird.
that would
Call
be
it
pretty
now
weird.
before it happens. What I think is going to happen this year is I'm going to fail my driving test at least twice.
Is that gonna be
Oh.
weird?
And I probably... Yeah, I actually had a driving lesson yesterday,
Ah.
and it went pretty well.
Ooh.
I'm getting my license soon too.
It was my
I
first
was
time driving
just
a car.
practicing driving.
Oh my goodness.
Yo.
My test is at
how
the
is
end
it?
of the month. It is terrible. I hate
That's
driving.
crazy.
Sure.
No! Oh no! That's...
I think driving's alright.
Nah,
I think once I
it's-
get
it's
used to
not
it,
too
I'm gonna
bad.
have so much fun driving.
Aw.
The thing is, like, I was learning how to drive a car, and I got my permit, and I was on the right track to getting my license, and then I moved to the city, New York City, to go to college, and there's really
NYC.
no purpose to have
Oh,
a
car.
car
would you
here, and
drive?
I've kind of just lost it all. Like, I can't
Yeah.
I thought the brake was the gas, so
Oh, no.
I mean
That's a
that...
very dangerous mistake to make. I've had my provisional driver's license since I was 17,
Ooh, I see.
and I've just been... At first, I used it to drive a moped. I used to ride to work every day.
Right.
But now I kind of don't have to use it.
That was me saying right, not just repeating what Karen said.
Ride!
Right.
Soda!
It's just me remembering that Kieran didn't drive a moped before. I do enjoy driving a car. I think it's a very freeing
I think
feeling.
driving's going to be fun.
Especially like having music on in the car and just singing along with it when you're the only one
Yeah.
driving. When you're the only one driving. I hope you're the only one driving
Yeah.
in the car.
Yeah, going 20 miles an hour over the speed limit to the Freebird solo.
There we go.
Yeah.
And
That's a good meme.
That's freedom. No, but
Oh.
like I also live in the city now, and there's no reason for me to have a car whatsoever. So I feel you, Fuzzy. I feel you.
yeah.
There is some.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of annoying because like over summer I still go home, and then I have no way of going anywhere.
Ah,
Yeah.
So you have a driver's license, but you don't.
Oh, in fact, I have a permit, but it was stolen. So I have no form of identification at the
You got
moment
your
other than an
permit
expired
stolen?
passport.
What?
What are they gonna
so
do?
Here it was, 2
Oh, yeah.
a.m.
Oh, yes,
2
I am
a.m.
fuzzy.
Sitting in McDonald's. This man approaches
At
me.
McDonald's?
So, okay, wait. More backstory. I was dressed as Gromit.
Doesn't help.
That just gives me more questions.
More questions
I
keep
can't-
arising.
This was Halloween night. I came from a Halloween party dressed as Gromit. Went to McDonald's at around 2 a.m.
That's me too.
Sat down waiting for my order to be prepared, and then this man who at first gave me very sketchy don't talk to this guy kind of vibes approached me and was like, you sir, you look stressed, let me teach you some yoga stretches. So there I was in the middle of McDonald's at 2 a.m. doing yoga, like downward dog with this man, and like he was
Oh, no.
anyway, I was so distracted. I got my food and I left my bag on the chair. And I would like to think
the
that
yoga man.
this guy's was like some elaborate plot to distract me with his yoga and then
Yeah,
take
it
my
was all
bag
part
after
of the
I left.
plan.
But
It was all part of his master plan.
First part,
I-
ask them for
yeah.
yoga classes. Second part, steal their wallet. Works
How
every
many
The
time.
times
heist.
worked for this guy?
This was at.
My passport actually expired a few years ago, so my only ID right now, my only valid ID is my provisional driving license.
Incredible.
Yes.
Hopefully this year I can replace the green provisional license with a pink full one,
Nice.
and then I'll be able to drive.
That would be brilliant.
That would be pogged.
You can go.
I don't know.
Then you can just go.
I can
You
go.
can
20
just go.
miles
I can go.
above the speed limit, listening to.
You can go double over. Don't go double over.
You can drive to
Yeah, go
island
yeah.
instead of walking
Yeah.
there and getting caught up by the police.
True.
Anyways, that's a reference to an older SRCast that you'll have to listen to.
Go listen to the ScratchRunning Podcast. I'm talking to you, Pybro.
Man. Just wait until you get weird, like stressful
Driving
dreams. That's always the best. Fuzzy, do you get those where you're sitting in the car in a dream and you're driving, but the brakes kind of don't work and it kind of feels like Minecraft creative mode floating?
I actually had that a few times before I even considered driving.
Oh, what?
Like I would just get in a I was 10. I'd get in a car.
I in fact do not get those dreams. No.
Crazy. Okay, I'm sorry.
Huh.
Maybe
It doesn't happen anymore, but like
Yes, Quiet Karen and I
Yeah.
are just built different.
we're all just built different.
We're all built different. Asher, do you?
I've only had like one driving dream, and it was like I was in the car with my grandma, and then all of a sudden she disappeared. Like she just popped out of thin air, and so I was on like the highway, and I had to drive. I was like
On your
6,
own.
so I like jumped out of the window, and I remember watching the car fly down the
Goodbye, Chad.
highway. I was just
Bye-bye.
sitting in the grass on the side of the road, watching the car just fly down the highway, and that's where the dream ended.
That's a car one emote moment.
Did she like Thanos snap go away,
No,
or
she
was
was
it
just-
more like the?
I was just
memes where
like
they go,
I was looking out the window, and then when I looked back, she wasn't there, and it was goodbye.
Oh, that's even scarier.
terrible.
I'm sorry.
Did you not hear her open the door and walk out the car?
Rookie mistake, honestly.
Personally, I would just not do that. I would wait until the car is parked.
Oh no.
Isn't it kind of messed up that while you're driving the car, the doors are just unlocked?
Yeah, I mean older car maybe. I don't know what kind of car.
Yeah.
Whose car was it?
Consider this: if you get into a heist situation and you need to like ditch the car like before going over this like bridge that's like rising and you're gonna like fall
Okay,
into
true.
this. Okay.
Yeah, that
That is true.
that
You are
case, I'm
right
happy
there.
to have the doors unlocked. Yes. Talking about cars, do you know what does not have a car in it whatsoever?
You know what doesn't have a car?
Jerry Lawson's birthday Google Doodle. See, Karen, I can do segues. I'm good at those.
We're so good at this.
I'm not, but still, one really fun thing that happened was it over the holidays or was it like just?
It was on the 1st of December. That is Gerald Jerry Lawson's 82nd birthday.
So what was this Google Doodle about, you may ask, because you have not seen it.
I am asking that, yes.
Oh yeah, good. So I'm here to explain it. The the Google Doodle of that specific day and the following week, I think, was pretty much Mario Maker light, and that is really cool.
On a much smaller scale.
On a much smaller scale, but still like incredibly interesting, because what we I as a person that uses Scratch or that likes, Mario Maker and games like that, like for example, also WarioWare Do It Yourself was also a game like that.
Just level editors.
Yeah, level editors. Love them. So this was basically that. You could, like, from a set of, I don't know, from a certain set of blocks and things and enemies you could place and flags and whatever. It had a few different, like, engines, like a platform engine you could use, like a top-down RPG, or would it be? Yeah. I don't know, something like that.
You can actually use the platformer.
Yes.
And the top down at the same time.
At the same time, so you have one guy. I don't know. It was.
I think someone actually made a level with it.
They did, and there were some really good, or some really cool things people did, and you could like share it with other people, obviously. But what I wished to do more with the whole engine, but maybe that'll have to wait until another day when I have more time.
Some people made puzzle levels.
Yeah.
Some people made Kaizo levels.
Yeah, as the people do.
It's actually really hard to find other people's levels unless they share the link with you.
Yeah, would have been cool.
So you'd have to reach out to the Google Games community to find Jerry Lawson levels.
True. I kind of tried making one that was like, I tried to make like an engine, if you could call it that, where things would happen like in waves. So, but it was really
nice.
It was harder than imagined, so I couldn't really make it work. I wanted to have you like be in a room or in a tower where you would fight enemies, and then you could advance up, the tower and
nice.
Like through the tower.
Cool.
But didn't really work the way I intended. So then I just kind of made a doodle jump-ish game where you had to jump on enemies to get up. Good stuff. Either way, if anybody out there, like I think I asked on ScratchRunning if anybody made any levels. I may have asked it too late because I didn't get any answers. But if you have made a level for Jerry Lawson's birthday Google Doodle and want to share it with us, please do.
Wait, here's an idea for an after show. What if we all make a level?
Yes.
And then what if we all make a level each and then we just pass it down?
I think that would be great for an after show in this case.
Jerry Lawson level swap after show.
Oh man. Okay, now I have even more ideas, but we're gonna talk about that afterwards. Do we have any other questions from the SRCast Q&A box?
Let me check.
I just remembered that we were talking about weird things that could happen in 2023, and then just completely
went off on a tangent there.
As we do.
There's the color question.
Yes.
Pyro, do you want to read that one?
Yeah, we could do that. So, Revilo45 asks, how long do you think it would take you to genuinely convince someone that there was a fourth primary color that everyone except them could see?
Color blindness is the answer. The question is how long it would take.
Yeah, how long it would
take.
I think the much funnier part is how you do it.
Yeah,
37 minutes about.
So like,
I think
I can't think of a good way to word the joke that I'm thinking of. But like, colorblind people kind of have this to an extent.
Yep.
Yeah,
more
or
or less. They only have
less.
2 primary colors.
Is any one of you colorblind?
Me. I am.
Oh, me. Oh,
Awesome.
I see less. What kind of color blindness do you?
Well, certain
do you possess?
Shades of red and green get mixed up. It's just colors that are very close to each other. Certain shades will look the same, like blue and purple and red and green.
Wait, are red and green considered close to each other?
I don't think so though.
RGs.
Actually, no, but they do get mixed up.
Yeah.
I mean, every color is considered close to the other because there's 3 primary. Wait, what are you?
I think for more intense colorblindness, they both just show up as yellow.
Wow.
So like, yeah, some eyes only have 2 points of reference, whereas if you me, I have 3, so it's red, green, and blue. I guess for someone else to be yellow and blue.
Man, the eye is crazy.
Yeah, color isn't real.
Color isn't real? What do you mean? Light refracting isn't real?
Yeah, instead of convincing them that there's 4 primary colors, you just tell them that there's no primary colors, and they're just making it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, primary colors are less real than the concept. It's just how your brain perceives light. It's so weird. Look, my favorite color is magenta. That's not even on the spectrum of colors.
It's not on the
that
spectrum,
there are.
yeah.
I gotta say, shout out to magenta. Same here.
Yeah, magenta's a good color. I
I
agree.
like.
What a good color.
I'm a cyan guy
As a
myself.
child
Cyan's
growing
pretty-
up, I always thought magenta plus like a dark black was like the coolest color combo.
Ooh.
Like for any superhero outfit. I don't know a superhero who does this or anything, but I thought just like
I can
that
see
was
it.
the coolest color combo ever.
Yeah, black and pink do go well.
Like a missing texture.
I mean, black. Yeah,
You know, the
black in
squares.
any bright color goes so
go.
hard.
I mean, black kind of goes with a lot of things. Not gonna lie. Like
Asher, you need to install Source.
the moment the world realized how like cool green and like a light green and black look together, it was over. Like every hacker
Pretty
movie,
much.
black and green.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Every
Yeah.
like keyboard with RGB. I'm using a Razer right now that has black and green. Like it was over. Magenta also really good though.
All you gotta do is run color 02 in command, and just like that, hacker voice you're in.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can change the color of your command prompt in Windows.
Really?
Wait, let me do that
Yeah.
right now.
Yo, it worked.
What?
Yeah,
Just
It
That's
didn't
sick.
work. I think
it's just
it
blue.
worked.
Kinda cool.
ooh, color
Wow,
1
that's,
looks good.
Is that like
Yeah,
just one, nothing else?
Just one. No, just color 1. I like the
Yeah,
like
color-
that color.
oh, that's
it's,
blue.
that's a good blue.
It's blue.
That is a good blue. The colors of the command prompt are actually the same as in Minecraft.
Is it hexadecimal?
Yeah, and it's
Ah.
the exact shades.
Okay, so 9. Light blue is beautiful. This is the worst podcast ever. Anyways,
This is fine. This is hype. Welcome to the ScratchRunning Podcast.
welcome to the ScratchRunning Podcast.
Listeners
where
don't
we-
get to see.
Here I am with my
Listeners
Mac.
don't get to see, but if they do have Windows, then they can play along with
Yep.
us. And even if they have Minecraft, they can do the section symbol 4 to turn their text red.
Yo, I love it. If you open your command prompt and wanna see some funky colors, you know what to do.
You can tell I work in IT because this is the kind of thing I find fun.
That's true. Have you guys heard of Duelist? That's a segue.
Yo!
That's a segue and a half. I want to talk about a game that has been on my mind lately. Duelist 2. Not even the first
2.
one. They they failed in the first one, but came back for a second
They
round.
clutched up for a second game.
So, what is Duelist 2, even, you may ask? I would compare it to, like, Fringe of Forces. If Fringe of Forces and a card game had a baby, it would be Duelist.
yeah,
And what makes Duelist so great, to me, personally, is, one, incredible pixel art. Like, if you look it up right now, if you just... the instead of an I, it has a Y. It was popular, like, a while ago. It had its time, but then kind of died down because not enough people played it. But now, two incredible things happened. First, after the servers have been shut down for a while, Duelist came back with, like, fans of the game made or got the permission to use the assets and remake the game, basically, and re-release it. And also, the base game and everything it has and stuff is now open source, so everybody can use it for whatever they want, royalty free. If you want a fun collectible card game, board game thing, please check it out.
Awesome.
I was super hyped about it, and then I realized like why it maybe died down after a while, because the devs kind of dropped the ball but not like New York did.
Like
I mean, kind of like New York did, because they also dropped the ball and dropping the ball.
I think they should do something else.
I think they should do something. They should drop exercise balls all over New York
Yes.
Yeah.
to get back to the most important topic. And that's me talking about Duelist 2.
Awesome.
Everybody, please check that out, or use the sprites you can download for free to make something fun on
It's
Scratch.
true. They're free.
Have any of you seen any cool projects in the past?
I've kind of been absent from Scratch, but I've gotten into a
Same.
game called Rain World. Do you know about that?
Yes,
Heard
but I
of
have
that
not
one.
played
I
it
love
a lot.
I love when Rain World said it's raining time and then
Rained all over everybody. Yeah.
I kind of feel a little bit guilty because I watched a YouTube video that was like 20 minutes long, and then within the first 5 minutes I had it in my Steam library.
Ah,
Oh,
But I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It's a very interesting game. It's also very difficult.
it looks amazing. First of all,
Yeah.
is a platformer, but is it a Metroidvania?
I think it's more similar to Hollow Knight, I would say.
Yeah, that's
Then
a
that is a
Metroidvania.
Metroidvania. Yes. Okay,
So
fine.
yes.
All
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, basically you're just like this little, I think they call it a slug cat or
Yep.
something, and you try to survive in this like post-apocalyptic or like just destroyed world, and there's these creatures that have like some sort of AI. It's not like predetermined movements or anything. They like
Ooh.
improvise on the spot, which makes it a lot more difficult to navigate them.
that's cool.
And there's like a whole ecosystem. Like some of the enemies, instead of fighting you, they fight each other, and you could just like run by them.
I've heard of this game more than I thought.
Yeah, and
I have.
but it's so difficult because like once you just like touch an enemy, like just contact it, like it's game over, and you have to go back like 15 minutes and start over.
Wow,
Wow.
That sounds hard.
ruthless.
Yeah, and I never played this. I played it like this before, and I feel kind of guilty because I put it on monk mode or something, like the easiest mode possible,
yes.
and I'm still having a tough time.
How far did you get?
I would say I'm like 2.5 hours in,
Wow.
but I don't think I'm very far through the game at all.
Okay. So there is a lot to unpack and a lot to learn.
Yeah.
But I've heard of this like really cool approach of it being like, you know, having its own ecosystem in there and things eating each other, and I don't know. It seems really
Yeah.
cool to me.
So,
It is.
would you say the game is difficult?
No. It's very simple. Yeah, I don't even see myself beating this actually. Like no matter how many hours I put in, I don't think I'm gonna get to the end.
Is it
But
just
that-
because it's like huge or something? Or
It's cause Hollow Knight was easier to navigate. Rain World, it's just kind of like find your escape. There's no guidance really. You just have to like go through passage after passage and hope that you're going the right way. There's no like arrows or anything.
So
leading
it's
you in
not
the right
it's
direction.
not complicated, but it is difficult, I guess, in the way that, you know, it's hard to get far without dying.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
since it's such a maze, like you finally get to like a new area, then you die and you go all the way back to the beginning.
Oh,
and,
no.
Don't have checkpoints.
it's hard to find the same spot again.
No checkpoints.
Anybody heard of
There are checkpoints, but the checkpoints aren't necessarily progressing the game. You could just like have like little hideouts that you
I see.
could save, but it's not necessarily like
Campfire
closer
lit.
to the exit that you get your checkpoint.
Nice.
I see. Definitely looks cool. Like if it was on sale or something, I would love to check it out. Seems really fun.
When are we gonna get the Dark Souls of Scratch games?
I think I made the Dark Souls of Scratch
You
games.
did make the Dark Souls
Oh yeah,
of
you
Scratch
did.
game.
Asher Head Smasher 2.
That's right. Have we talked about Asher Head Smasher 2 in this entire episode? How did we not?
How did we not?
Asher,
Video games.
real talk. How
Video games?
how's the second part going?
It is not going well. I must
It's not
say.
going.
No, it's
I
not
was gonna
going
say
too
it's
well.
not going. It's like Super Asher's a thing.
Yes,
yes.
okay, so I'm remaking the first game.
You're
because
remaking the 1st
I'm
game.
remaking the first game. I'm halfway through it. It's like double the length now.
Wait, not the first part.
No,
the
not
first part,
remaking the
second
first part.
game?
No. No, I spent a year and a half on that. I don't even want to
This
touch
is
not
that
touching
again.
that. The 10
Super
foot
Asher
pole.
Head Smasher game.
Okay, I see. So, is there anything like, or I mean, I'm kind of, because I've played the first part of the second game, which is really confusing to say. I'm excited to hear, like, is there anything cool you can talk about that you're planning to do for the next part of the game? Like,
Well,
any
the
cool
next part
mechanics?
of the game is much more. It's got more story. It's got more
Ooh.
cutscenes, a lot more. It's got, well, obviously, it's got the final boss guy, Starcat,
Oh yes.
and in part 2, you shoot to the Starstorm. Well, in part 1, not in
Yes.
part 2. In part
Yeah,
1, at
right
the end of the
at part
game,
one.
you shoot
Uh,
to the Starstorm, and that's where part 2 takes place. And inside the
Ooh.
Starstorm, Starcat has built a giant floating fortress with 3 floors. And so each
That's
floor
300
has
watts.
their own, like, it's got its own star guy that controls it. It's pretty insane. I'm almost done with the
Ooh.
first floor. Wow. Yeah.
Is it like
What-
Is it a
what?
Star Destroyer from Star Wars?
No. It's like a
No.
floating tower.
Wait, that's called a. No, it's not a Star Destroyer. It's called Death Star. Sorry,
It's a space station.
it's a space.
That's what it is.
Have you ever seen or played the game Awesomenauts, Asher?
No, I don't think I have.
Because they also have a space station called the Starstorm.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I
What
can't.
the
I
heck?
can't say.
I mean,
Can't say the name is too original. I mean,
okay, that's
you know.
Dude, Starstorm, like Ness's Final Smash in Smash
Yeah,
Bros.
true.
that's also called Starstorm. I never understood what he said. He just went PK, and then he did something. I don't know. It was overpowered though. I know that. Annoyed the heck out of me.
Dude, did you know you can angle it
In back then you couldn't. Back
in Smash 4 and Ultimate? You
Yeah.
can.
I knew that. That's kind of crazy. Is it even more overpowered now? I don't know.
I
It's not
think
even
s-
overpowered.
Who knows? It's
It's a final
Good.
Smash.
it's one of the final Smashes ever.
It's better than Mario's. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yes.
Mario's
Oh,
just
yes.
as a
Don't remind me.
fire wave.
At least you're not Jigglypuff's Final Smash.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Here, a Jigglypuff main, I beg to differ.
You're a Jigglypuff
Do you
main?
play with Final Smash meter on?
Not often, but when
I was gonna
do-
say, have you ever gotten a kill with its Final Smash?
Yes, in fact, I have.
They buffed
That's
it. Kind
crazy.
Of. They buffed it.
I don't know where this hostility is coming from, but Jigglypuff's Final Smash is pretty good.
Okay, Fuzzy, did you ever do the thing in Brawl where there was this bug where if you did the final smash of Jigglypuff on what's that Zelda
Bridge of
level
Eldin.
called? Bridge of
Bridge of-
Eldin. Thank you.
Yes.
And the portal appeared at the top to rebuild the bridge, and then you did the final smash, and then Jigglypuff stayed that big forever.
Oh, is that a thing?
That is a thing, and it's amazing.
I wish I
Really?
knew.
But
I wish I knew.
The problem is you walk like one, like you tap like slightly to the right and you walk off stage and die, because you're that big.
Yeah, you take up the entire screen.
Yep, it's beautiful though. It's beautiful. If anybody out
I don't
there
know,
has,
you might be able to edge guard with it or something.
just sing over the
Yeah.
entire dang stage. That would be brilliant. Either way, is it maybe time, unfortunately, to end this episode?
Whoa. Have we really been recording for that long?
What?
Doesn't time fly?
Insane.
It do. But luckily, we still have
That's
an after show that everybody can look forward to.
Yeah.
On YouTube, if you want to check us out there.
Look forward to the after show. No spoilers.
Maybe someday we'll have the wonderful live SRCast or something. I don't know.
It could happen.
Could happen.
It could happen. A scratch running live event could happen at some point.
It's
Just
like
like
a
invite-
live Q&A.
Yeah, like invite every guest over.
Mm.
I don't know. Could be fun.
It could happen. I don't know if everyone has time at the same time.
Probably not.
I feel like of things to do, like with a lot of people, either like a Scribble.io or like
Yeah.
a Jackbox or something like that would be a lot of fun.
And also with guests, or like not with guests, but with viewers too. That would be brilliant.
Mhm.
I'd love that.
Or they either the audience or they could just join in
Yeah.
or something like that.
One of these days, I'm just gonna tweet out, "Hey, have you played Chirpy Reverie before? Doesn't matter. Fill out this Google form." I just have I could organize. There are so many different games I could organize a tournament.
Yes. Sorry, I got really excited for that, but I would be for
Yeah.
that.
I would be so down
I would
to do
be
some kind of online event.
for a Super Fighter tournament. Super.
That would be so cool. That would be so fun.
If anybody else out there would like that, let us know. lettuce. And until then, I'm Apfelord. I make games and help other people make games and make a podcast. Who's Kieran?
Hi, I'm Kieran. I run the ScratchRunning channel. I got a 9-minute 30-second time in Chirpy Reverie any percent.
That's big.
Congratulations.
That's pretty big. I'm still second place on the leaderboard.
It's huge.
You'll get the first one
Who
day.
is-
It's true.
Will Anyone ever beat Consume Pie's world records? Find out next week on The Adventures of Shloopy and Friends.
I'm Pybro. I show up sometimes.
You sure do. I'm glad you do.
That's about it.
You break through
Yeah.
the door with your
With my Kool-Aid man, yeah.
with your Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell no! I
Well-
wasn't prepared for this. It's not like 3 people
Yeah, that's
said their name
accurate.
before me.
Really putting you on the spot here.
Yeah.
I'm on the spot. Well, technically, I'm like 3 people. I'm on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Sawaya. My Scratch account is Darknubs, and I'm Asher.
There we go.
That's
That's
me.
crazy.
Fully said.
And I make video games.
Yeah, you make them well.
No.
Oh, sorry.
What about Asher 2? I thought that was...
What happened?
It's all right. It's pretty.
about-
It's pretty evil.
What about good animations? Who makes those? Have we? Do we have?
So this is Apfelord. Well, I'm
Ting
hi.
tang, bing bang.
I'm Fuzzy.
Nice.
Honestly, like, I think this is a good time to ask. I have had these Samoa cookies. Do you guys know what Samoa cookies are?
Smoke
Like the
cookies.
coconut ones.
Samoa, I might pronounce the little like donut-shaped Girl Scout cookies that have like
Yeah,
coconut.
yeah.
And, anyway, I don't know if there's like a rule for crinkly food on the podcast, but I've been desperately wanting to like open up this package.
Eat
and have a
one. Eat
cookie.
one right
Is that
now.
okay?
Do it.
All
Give
right,
us the
here I
crunch.
go.
Give us the crunch.
Yeah.
You know, the cookie itself is
Yeah.
The recording is now stopped.
Thank you for that.
Is it a good cookie?
Oh, it's a really good cookie.
I'm glad to hear that.